What's going on? So in today's training, I'm going to teach you how you can create cash converting lead magnets. And not only that, I'm going to show you how you can use AI to where you can get it done in less than 5 minutes. Just in case you don't know who I am, my name is Dustin Lash, and I'm a serial entrepreneur that helps online coaches and service providers build, brand, and scale 6 and 7-figure businesses, all while landing more clients and leveraging systems. That way you can build a business that you own instead of the business owning you. I'm also going to give you a little secret sauce in this training on how I've used this one post a week strategy to book 10 to 20 calls every single week on my calendar. All you got to do is take notes and go implement it on your own. So let's dive in. What we're going to cover today: why you only need one post to actually book 20 calls every single week on your calendar; offer awareness, specific, easy to consume RIA, and then the new way of high ticket lead generation. So here's pretty much a quick breakdown. The big idea behind this is a direct offer of value. And what we're doing is we're exchanging this for a warm conversation. So name, number, and email, or a free lead magnet for a conversation. This will get your market to raise their hand and identify themselves as someone who wants help. It makes it very, very easy and powerful for a conversation and to simply book them on a call. Not only is it going to do that, but you're also seeding the algorithm for engagement of your perfect client. Now, the old way of doing this was creating tons of content, posting endless amounts of content with hardly any engagement, and definitely no book calls from that. Wasting tons of time sending cold DMs and talking to people that weren't really a good fit for what you do anyway, or just expecting people to reach out to you. And I would call this the post-pray method that just does not work because you didn't have an active conversation and you're asking for too much without giving enough value. So how it works: this one post a week strategy is simply one post in exchange for a warm conversation and then an insight call booked. Now, here's an example of what a one post a week strategy or post would look like. So I've been using a one-page offer checklist that's helped us scale offer to 25K months. Want to see it? Another version of this would be, since I sold my last business for 8 figures in 2017, I've been using one basic workflow to get important tasks done daily. Would you want it? All right. So when it comes to offer awareness is the biggest part, because if you don't get this right, nothing you do after this will matter. So the idea behind this is that all markets are sophisticated, meaning they've heard all of the claims, they've seen all of the offers. So we have to make sure that the one post a week talks to that ideal client or your avatar. It gives them something that they've never heard or seen before. You can't make this boring or confusing or they're not going to bite, okay? So craft an offer that speaks directly to their level of awareness. This will be hands down the easiest strategy that you've probably ever used. Now, the old way was not talking to their level of awareness. So you would build an audience of bad prospects and people that weren't interested in your thing, speaking to tons of sales calls on the phone, and none of them converting because, again, they were just tire kickers and they weren't the person you wanted to be talking to. You didn't get any engagement on the post or anything like that. You're just randomly posting. The new way is to simply use this one offer post at your market's level of awareness and their sophistication. So here's an example of what I mean by that. The way to find the level of awareness of your avatar is first understanding what it is that they actually want. So for example, when you create your offer, your headline, it has to match the sophistication your market has, because we want to attract the masses, okay? Not just a few people. So when we look at your ideal client or avatar, what happens if we post something that does not align with them? So for example, I'm using Ultimate Messaging Script to grow my group by 2,000% and make us $20,000 in less than 24 hours. Do you want it? Your target client should say, "That's awesome. I've never seen that before. Yes, I want it." Now, when you're not speaking to your ideal client, they'll probably say something like, "No, I've seen it before. Not interested. I've heard this before. I don't want it." Now, maybe the person that you're saying that to needs something else, right? Maybe they need how to scale a team, or they're just on a different level. It's important to understand your market's level of sophistication. If you don't, then you're going to speak to a full room and get zero engagement. All right. So here's how you can kind of do that: specific and easy to consume. Attention spans are so small. TikTok makes it worse with all the short form content and all the other crazy stuff that goes on in the world. No one wants to actually commit time to consuming. To make this one post work, you have to make it very specific and easy to consume with RIA, aka results in advance. All right. So the old way of doing this was giving some huge actionable ebook or some long ass webinar, or trying to get them on a free consultation call or something like that. Like, no one wanted to bite to that. All right. So being too broad on what you're giving away does not work. You have to give away what you actually know your client or your marketplace wants, right? So the new way is just create a one offer post, tapping into your market's existing desire, helping them solve a key pain point in a simple, easy to consume way. This will give them momentum and results in advance. So this is the way that I look at this from a 30,000 foot view. This is simply a breakdown of different lead magnets and the gap in between. All right. So when we look at coaching sessions, a free coaching session, people see that as a trap. There is a lower reward and there is higher risk. Okay. Now, when we look at like a video course, there's more risk involved. There's a higher reward, but I don't want to consume or spend that much time consuming all that information. When we look at an email newsletter, 9 times out of 10 is crap because we're not consistent with it, or you're having to use automation to set it up, and people just don't care and they don't want that. There's less risk involved, but there's just zero reward. They're not getting anything from it. Now, when we use the word cheat sheet, that is a higher reward and there's less risk involved to them because they hear the word sheet. So they're thinking one page, very easy to consume and actionable. So what we're wanting to do is we're offering a gateway drug, one that is high reward and very low risk for them, low barrier. So this is an example of a not specific and not easy to consume post. Squad, I'm going to show you how to use a small audience to generate an influx of sales opportunities. Who's with me? I have no idea what that even means, or no one else does either. Or I'm looking for 3 people stuck in a rut for February. Tell me why you need my help and why I should work with you. Again, no one knows what the hell that means, and they're not going to buy it. They're not going to comment. There's going to be zero engagement, and therefore it's a waste of time. Now, this is the next biggest piece on how to create something easy to consume. This is called the pub formula. All right. So when we're creating this one time a week post, we're using this formula. So P stands for prove, U is mechanism, and B is benefit. So when we're going through and we're creating this, right? So me, you're proving who's actually used this thing. So you could say you, a client, whomever it may be, but who is it that's actually using it? We need to prove that. Next would be the unique mechanism. So this is where you're using your own methodology, something people's never heard before. And in this case, it is a 1-page offer checklist, easy to consume. 1 page means there's not having to be a big commitment of time. And then what's the benefit from it? What are they going to actually get out of consuming the thing that you're trying to give them? In this case, it's something that helped them scale their offer to 25K months. Okay, that is the benefit. So when we're creating this post, we need to use this pub formula. Prove the unique mechanism and the benefit they're getting from listening or watching or grabbing the thing. The next piece is simple, specific, and easy to consume. So when we look at this, is this specific? Do they know exactly what they're going to get? Is this simple? They're not having to commit a lot of time. And then is it easy to consume? By looking at this post, absolutely, it 100% is. They know exactly what they're getting. It's simple, specific, and it's easy, right? So that's the breakdown of what that looks like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can use AI to, 1, automate this, and 2, create your own cash converting lead magnet simply using AI so that you're not having to do it all on your own. All right, so this is how you're able to use AI. This basically it's a cheat sheet that you can run through, and all we're wanting to do is we're using this to craft your lead magnet with, okay? So this is how you're able to build a pipeline full of warm leads that are interested in paying you money for your service without sending cold DMs or any other shenanigans. So ChatGPT, it doesn't matter if you're using 3.5 or 4 or 4.0 or whatever it may be, this will all work the same. So prompt one, all you're doing is you're copying this and you're pasting it inside ChatGPT. Now, I actually just got off a coaching call earlier today where we went through and we did this, and I'm going to walk you through what hers kind of populated to be using the same verbiage that I used from the worksheet. So the very first thing is please give me some ideas on a lead magnet, which would be a video training that I can use to attract my dream customer. I want it to be power packed so that I can nurture cold leads into high ticket clients. My ideal client or my avatar is, and hers was, faith-driven women 30 to 40 years old who are looking to lose 15 to 20 pounds and need support with nutrition, fitness, and at-home workouts. Okay. So that was the prompts we put in. And then it spit out multiple different scenarios. So number one, faith-fueled fitness, a 5-day transformation challenge, nourish your body and soul, 7-day meal plan and workout guide, Fit and Faithful, a 3-part video series, and then a 30-minute faith and fitness workshop, faith-focused fitness planner, and that was pretty much it. So now, knowing what you know now in regards to easy to consume, out of all of these options, 5 days I don't feel like is long enough, and I don't want to do a challenge. Remember, this is for a lead magnet. Number two is a 7-deal meal workout plan or a guide. Now that's very easy to consume. Even though it says 7 days, there's a little bit of time commitment there. And then this is a 3-day part video series. Remember the slide I showed you earlier. We don't want to use a video course because it's higher risk. And then 30 minutes, no one wants to dedicate that amount of time. So my client chose this one, Nourish Your Body and Soul for a 7-day meal plan and workout guide. Now, this is broken down. And so what I did was I threw in the next prompt on the worksheet. Great. Now, please give me a video script on number 2, because that was the one she chose, that I can follow to make this video. Please cover all the points that my ideal client or my avatar is struggling with in a solution to their problem. I wanted to tell me how to word for word what to say in this video, and I want it to be 5 to 10 minutes long. So this is the script that it spit out, literally a word for word script. Now, this word for word script can be used as a video sales letter. Video sales letter is what we would put on the front end of her lead magnet, okay? And then after that spit out, I said, now great, make a high converting and scroll stopping headline using this framework on how to how to achieve their dream outcome without sacrifice or effort in desired amount of time. So this said, how to lose 15 to 20 pounds without giving up your favorite foods in just 7 days. Now, obviously, we know that just 7 days to lose that much weight is not possible. So she changed up this verbiage, and this is what we used. And so using this simple framework that's on that sheet, you're able to leverage ChatGPT by simply using these prompts. Now, here's kind of the next steps after you do those things. You're going to film the lead magnet. I suggest using a teleprompter. You can grab one off Amazon, or you can use your phone with a free app, or if you're using a Mac, there's tons of free apps on there as well. And then you're just simply going to use Loom or OBS to record it. It does not have to be fancy. This is the part that stops most people, is they feel like it has to be super high end and has to have all these crazy edits. It doesn't, okay? Next, what you can do is you're going to post this on YouTube. This will get more bang for your buck, right? And then if you're using a funnel or a CRM, you can embed this into your funnel so you now have a VSL. Now, then I go through this whole thing on how you can continue to use some type of system to automate the whole thing. And then I've given you things down here, right? So then you're going to go through and you're making a thank you page. So if you know anything about funnels, then a funnel is, we have top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. all the traffic comes from top of funnel, meaning it's a lead magnet, it's an ad, something like that. We never want to sell at top of funnel. We want to warm up the prospect. Next is they have the VSL, they consume some information, they move on. Now they're at middle of funnel. In the middle of funnel is where we give them a thank you page, we give them some homework, we give them some more information to where they can consume more content from you. This will warm them up. By the time they ever get on a call at bottom of funnel, then they're already ready to buy. They just simply have buyer questions. So this worksheet I'm going to make available to you. It's all you got to do is simply click down below in the description and grab this worksheet to where you can copy and paste it and use it all on your own. If you have not done so yet, make sure you check out my other video on the ultimate AI cheat code prompts. I have a complete book over there that's absolutely free. It's like 50 pages of AI prompts that you just copy and paste. Everything from real scripts, how to create ads with ChatGPT, how to create ad creatives so you don't have to pay someone from Fiverr to do it. There's so many cool things on there. So if you've not done so yet, go check that out. Other than that, make sure you hit that subscribe button.